Hello everyone, this is the V-Man and welcome, thanks for joining. We are back on the Nurburgring GP. It's been a long time since I competed on this race, I think it was 3 months ago. This track and maybe Catalonia are last two tracks on which I didn't do many laps, and it means I don't have much experience. But yesterday I was practicing 4 hours and my lap time was around 2 seconds slower from the fastest lap time at the moment, so I was worried. Clearly I was doing something wrong, and I thought that if I enter the race I will start from a lower part of the grid. So I practiced some more, and the best I did is 1.5 seconds slower lap time from the fastest lap time at the moment. So I said to myself, okay, you cannot be faster than that, just enter the race and you will see what result you will achieve naturally. So on this first race, by my surprise, I started on a first position and I was very satisfied with that. But the problem is that the best lap time I've set on this track I couldn't do twice in a row. So clearly I was out of pace, my pace wasn't good enough, and I was worried, can I do a good race because of that. And clearly on this first race I was good enough to keep this British guy in Porsche behind me. He was all the time behind me on 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 seconds, but not once he was in opportunity to attack me, so that was a good thing. I was under the pressure, but as I said, I didn't have a need to defend too much, so I was just keeping the British guy behind me and I was satisfied with that. So first half of our first lap is done. We are now coming close to the end of the first lap. Next corner is corner onto the right, and now we are going downhill towards the chicane. As I said, and as you can see, Porsche is still very close, but he's not close enough to try to attack me, and I was defending here just in case. Over the chicane everything went well. Porsche is better car going through corners, but I think the Lexus which I'm driving is faster on a straight line. So last corner of the first lap, Porsche made a mistake, so I increased my advantage. I'm still first, so now I'm on a half a second from a Porsche, from a British guy, and that is a good thing. And going into the second lap, everything is going according to plan. Porsche is still there, but not close enough. I started first. I was a bit under the pressure by a British guy, but I was able to finish the race on a first position, so first victory for me. That's a good thing, and I received, I think, 1000 points out of this race. Very satisfied with that. And let's go into a second race, and again I will start on a first position. So first race I established pace. I was good enough to stay there on a first position, and this time we have a Dutch guy who is behind me in a Mercedes. I was hoping for a good result here, naturally. Going towards the next corner onto the left, I went a bit wide here, made a mistake, silly mistake. Mercedes is almost on my inside. We are going now towards the next corner. We are almost side by side, but luckily I managed to go in front of him. And next corner was really good. I did it really well, so immediately I increased my advantage. And the French guy was really close to the Dutch guy, and they probably started to battle. And I said it numerous times, when you start to battle on the track you lose time. So this is the moment when I started to breathe a bit easily. As I said, I built my advantage and they started to battle, so at the end of this race my advantage increased on almost 7 seconds. So clearly something bad was happening behind me, but okay, I will finish this second race on a first position. things started pretty good on this racing day. So first race of victory, second race of victory, and let's go into a third race. I will show you 4 races. On this third race I started second. In front of me is the Italiano Ragazzi and behind me is the German Dirty Raccoon. And going towards the first corner, race started. Italian decided not to defend. He left the door wide open, so naturally I went for it. On the brakes into the first corner. I was baffled why he didn't defend that, but okay, that was his decision. Going towards the next corner, again I went wide. This time Italian was aggressive. He was trying to come back to the first position on which he started, but no, I was able to go onto his right side, and going out of the next corner I was again in front of him. On the brakes here, and Dirty Raccoon nudged me. I nudged the Italian guy. He went off the track. After the race I was apologizing to the Italian guy. I said it was not my fault. Dirty Raccoon pushed me and he said, "It's okay, man, I saw what happened, so relax." So I relaxed, and I'm now on a first position again. So third race, third time on a first position, and Dirty Raccoon was clearly in better shape than me. His pace was better. I built a small gap, but he was able to catch up with me after just a couple of corners, couple of next corners. So going into the next corner onto the left, I was slow. As you can see, he's really close, and again I made a mistake. Again I went wide, so I folded under the pressure pretty fast. We are now side by side going on a small downhill towards the chicane, and he decided to back off here. He decided to let me be the first who is going to go to the chicane, and going out of the chicane he almost lost control of the car, so that was opportunity for me to build a gap to escape from those guys, and I did just that. After the end of the first lap I was almost a second in advantage, so things settled down here a bit. I had advantage of almost a second, and I was able to keep that advantage until the end of the race. So this third race I started second. You saw Italian guy wasn't defending his position going towards the first corner, and I capitalized that. I took advantage of that. So third race, third victory in a row. I was very satisfied with that. Racing day couldn't start better than this. And let's go into a fourth and the final race of the video. And here I will start again on a second position, but this time in front of me is a Dutch guy in RCZ, I think, and behind me is the same German guy from the previous race, the same German guy with a better racing rhythm, with a better pace. I was ready to defend. I was ready to, you know, be under the pressure, because as I said, Dirty Raccoon, or the German guy, was faster car on the track. First couple of corners I was sloppy every time. I couldn't do that second corner properly. I was going wide most of the time, and immediately Germany is on me. Dutch guy immediately built a gap, and now it's me and the German guy again battling for a position. He's very close, putting a lot of pressure onto me. My pace wasn't good enough, so I was just trying not to make any big mistake. That was my plan. He's trying here on the outside. I had a better racing line here. He couldn't do anything more than that, but I'm still under attack, under the pressure. Look how close he is. He's, you know, looking for a move. He wants that second position. Into the next corner onto the left. Again I was slow, and he is now trying onto the right side, but I was defending and he jeopardized his racing line, so he needed to back off. And now he's under attack from guys who were behind him, and this is the moment when I again was off the hook. You know, now I can drive my race. I can try to finally establish my rhythm, but I said 4 or 5 times by now, my pace wasn't good enough, and this is one of those tracks on which I don't have many laps, I don't have much experience, so I am struggling every time. But okay, things settle down a bit and let's go into a third lap. So I am 0.6 seconds in advantage, and going out of the next corner I almost lost the control of the car, and now I'm looking where to move because the Audi is clearly faster, and I just stayed in the middle of the track, and game decides to punish me with a 1 second penalty for nothing. I was in disbelief and I thought that I will serve that penalty immediately, and I went to the right side again, almost lost control of the car, but somehow I managed to keep it on the track, and immediately I'm under attack by another Audi. This time the Dutch guy is in Audi, and the Dirty Raccoon received the penalty also. I don't know what for, but same as the penalty for me, I don't know what for I received that penalty, but okay. Gran Turismo Sport, penalty system sucks, we all know that. So let's try to, say what can be saved, because clearly I will lose some time after I serve this penalty. So let's put our head down and continue with the race. Third lap is about to end. We are going once again towards the chicane. I will serve my penalty in a fourth and the final lap. Dutch guy is really close, but he wasn't close enough to attack me. Going into a fourth and the final lap, I have a 1 second penalty, which I will serve soon enough. Dutch guy is again looking for a move, but he knows that I will serve that penalty, so he was just waiting for that moment. And going out of the corner towards the serving spot, penalty serving spot, Dirty Raccoon served his 2 second penalty, I served my 1 second penalty. Going towards the next corner, Italian guy in Porsche bumped into me. I was like, come on man, don't do that, I will receive a penalty, but luckily I didn't receive the penalty. So now I am trying to escape from an Italian guy in Porsche, but he was coming really close, really fast. We are in the second half of a fourth and the final lap. I went wide here. Come on, I lost my pace entirely after the serving penalty. So Italian guy is looking for a move. Of course he smelled the blood, because this is end of the fourth and the final lap. He is on my right side. We are going side by side. On the brakes, I will go first to the chicane. It seems everything is going according to plan. Last corner, on the brakes, I made a mistake. I went wide. Italian guy is right on me. He's going onto the right side. We are now out of the corner, side by side, towards the finish, and he almost took my 5th position, but he ran out of time. So you saw a sloppy race. I made a couple of mistakes. My pace wasn't good enough, but as I said, at the end, good result overall, 3 victories and 1 5th position. So that was it for today. If you like this video, click the like button. If you'd like to watch or to listen some more, do subscribe. I will try to upload 2 videos per week. That's the plan at least. You can also check out my Facebook page. The link is in the description. So thanks for watching. See you next time. The B-Man is out.